Hello, this is Miss Blue again. It is now Friday, April 24th, 2020, and I want to talk to you about, we started a packet yesterday called Bio Poetry Made Easy, Part 1. And in this particular packet, this is where you had to write a poem about yourself. And you used adjectives, and you had a sample poem, and so it's pretty easy. So this should even be easier. So let's look at this one today. Get your packet, make sure you have a pencil, and we're going to be doing two different poems. We're going to be doing, first, you can choose a character or a person to write a bio poem after, and then the second poem is going to be a historical figure. Now, on the historical figure, make sure you choose somebody that you know their first and last name, obviously, but you know things about them. So it could be anybody in history that you want, but just make sure that you know stuff about them, because that's the information you have to put in your poem. Okay? So everybody have a pencil, and this bio poetry part 2 says Friday, April 24, 2020. Okay, if you turn the cover sheet over, and the first page is another packet, another page of adjectives. So here's another adjective page. Now, let's look at the page that says Bio Poem Brainstorming Boxes. Once again, make sure you put your first and last name, and I hope you did that. If you didn't do that on the front cover of the bio poetry, let's go back. Let's put your first and last name on the cover sheet, first and last name, put your grade, and put your pod. That way we can keep all of it together, okay? You want everything together. Make sure you put your first and last name, grades, everything, so on every paper, so we can get them to the right teacher, and I can get the right person graded and put in my grade book. Okay, so then let's turn. We have the list of adjectives. Then we have this first little brainstorming thing. It says put your first and last name, so let's do that. Let's do that right now. And then put your grade, whatever grade you're in, and then put your pod. Okay, this says bio poem brainstorming boxes. This is about a person. You can choose a person, a real person you want to write about, or you can choose a character. This means a character in a book, a character in a movie, or a character in a TV show, okay? But once again, if it's a book or a TV show, make sure it's somebody you actually really know, okay? All right, now, the first little box here, you take your adjective page, take your adjective paper, and think of adjectives that describes that particular person. Are they icy, meaning icy personality? Are they sarcastic? Are they sharp, meaning very smart? Are they smarmy? I love that word, smarmy. That means they're kind of shaky and sketchy. So you really want to watch out for smarmy people. So that's what you do there. Put a bunch of adjectives. Then you come over here to the right box and think about your person or character, whichever one you're going to use, and tell me what does that person or that character enjoys. They may enjoy reading books. They may enjoy snow skiing. They may enjoy riding motorcycles. You can put anything within reason. Let's stay in the realms of good taste. Remember, this is for an English classroom. Let's don't put anything illegal or inappropriate in there. And then who feels? He may feel very passionate about the government of the United States. He may feel very passionate about Trump. He may feel very passionate about the Democrats. Who knows? He may feel sad. He may feel happy. Who wonders? What does he wonder about? He wonders about when will this coronavirus be over, maybe. He wonders how his family and friends are doing. He might wonder about, will he have a job when this virus is over? And then come down here on who fears. It doesn't have to all be about the virus. Let's think. I mean, we all have fears before the virus came along. I'm not much a big fan of the dark. I don't like the dark very much. I definitely don't like scorpions or spiders or really any kind of bugs. So So I fear those things. I mean, I don't know if I mean, I don't have a terrifying fear of them, but, well, scorpions I do, and rattlesnakes. Who cares about? So if you're writing about somebody, if I was talking about me, I'd say I care about my students, I care about my family, I care about my husband, I care about my friends, my best friend Janet, I care about my church family. So, anything or anybody you want to put there. Who is able to? So what is your character able to do? Are they able to fly a plane? Are they able to garden? They're a good gardener. Are they able to speak several languages? Are they able to snow ski, water ski, play golf, any kind of sports? And then their dreams. What do they dream about? Well, if I was talking about myself, I'd be saying I dream about going to Paris someday, and I dream about going back to Colorado someday, and snow skiing, and just things like that. So you can put whatever you want, but if you're writing about a particular person, put yourself in their place and put what they would say. If you're writing about a character from a book, a movie, or a TV, once again, let them stay in character. Sorry, I have something in my contact. Let them stay in character and make sure that you put yourself in that character's position and answer these questions. Okay, let's turn the page. So that's how you do a person or a character bio poem. And then I've given you the sample bio poem again. And this one was about Laura, which would be the same way you would, excuse me, my contact is killing me. Laura. So that could be your friend. It could be, and you could just change it to somebody's name. I could put Janet and write about my best friend. Dedicated, creative, caring. Notice how they have 3 to 4 adjectives in every line. Lover of black cats, great books, and warm chocolate chip cookies. Who wonders if there is life on other planets? Who fears that we may be destroying our own planet? Who feels happy and peaceful when she's kayaking the Lumber River? Who cares about rainforest animals and plants losing their homes? Who dreams of hiking up beautiful mountains in faraway places? So your poem needs to look like this, and it needs to have lots of adjectives in everything. It says, so kind of go with their little pattern. Dedicated, lover of, who wonders, who fears, who feels, who cares, who dreams. So take those topics from these box squares, these right here, each one of these, and then put that information into your line of poetry. Okay, let's turn the page. And the last one, this is where you write your poem. Name of your person or character. So if I was writing, first I put my first and last name up here where it says name. Put your first and last name. Put your grade. Put your pod. Then you put the name of the person. So if I was writing about my best friend Janet, I'd put Janet. Or if you're writing about a character in a book, a novel, whatever, you'd put the name of the character right there. And then you would put their first name on the line. You would just basically, your poem is going to look like this. Make sure that they look very similar. See? Look like this one over here on this one. Okay? All right, now turn the page. And then the last poem you're going to be doing, and this should be easy because this will be the third one that you've done. These are adjectives about a historical figure. So let's see. If I was going to talk about, let's say, who's somebody easy I know? Donald Trump. Adjectives that describe Donald Trump. So look back here on your adjective page. And let's see. Arrogant. Yes. And I mean that in the nicest way. Bright. He's very intelligent. Charming. Yes. Let's see. Defiant. He can be very defiant. So anyway, just go through there. If you're writing about some historical figure, go down the list of adjectives and find a bunch of them that describe your person. Okay, Donald Trump is a lover of golf courses, hotels, his family, his wife, who's very beautiful. I have no idea what he wonders about, but I could probably guess. He wonders about the economy. He worries about the American people, especially in this pandemic. He really loves his family, so he wonders about them. Who dreams of? Well, I know he dreamed of being president, and obviously he is the president. I think he dreams of, first of all, of our world and our country being healed. First by health, and then by financial stability, everybody going back to work, places being open again. I think he probably dreams of that to be really a reality happening. Who's learned a lot as being president. I can't imagine anybody wanting to be the president ever, but I guess people, thank goodness people do. But I'm sure he's learned so much in these 4 years of being president. So you could put what he learned. What has he discovered? He's discovered you can't trust everybody. You have to be very careful about who you trust and who you listen to when you're making major decisions for the entire country of the United States of America. Who made a difference? I think he's made a great difference in our country in many ways, but that's my personal opinion. If you're not a Donald Trump fan, I fully understand that. Obviously, don't use Donald Trump. He will be remembered. I think he'll be remembered for a good leader during this pandemic. I think he will be remembered for having a strong economy. Obviously, this was pre-coronavirus. We had some of the strongest economy that we've ever had. So he'll be remembered for that, or whatever else you want to put. So with your person, your historical figure, that's what I'm saying. You need to know stuff about them. First of all, you need to know their first and last name, and then you need to know these things and put yourself into their mind and think what describes them, and tell me they like what, and what, they dream of, they discovered. And if you have to, you can make some of it up, okay? Make it up. Once again, turn the page, here's the sample bio poem, and your one will say the same thing. Mine would be Donald Trump, okay? If I was writing about Donald Trump. He's dedicated, and I'd put to the American people, to his family, to his church, to his businesses. He's a lover of fine food, golf courses, hotels, etc. So that's what you would do when you're writing about your person. Just start with these big words, the dedicated, the lover, who wonders, who fears, who feels, who cares, just like we talked about the other ones. So you take these words right here, who feels, who cares, who whatever, and that's how your poem starts. So make your poem about your historical character be after this pattern right here. Okay, the last page in your packet, once again, you're gonna put your first and last name, and you're gonna put your grade, and you're gonna put the pod, and then you need to put the name of your historical person, first and last, and then obviously the first line, right there, that's where you put their name. It could be John F. Kennedy. It could be John Glenn, who was a famous astronaut. It could be anybody you want to write about. And then just go down the line and do it. Use the pattern of the poem about Laura to write about your historical figure, about your character, or your person that you want to write about. So anyway, I hope this is clear. It should be. You did one yesterday. You're going to do 2 more today. And use lots and lots of descriptive adjectives and follow the pattern. Who cares about, and then list 3 or 4 things they care about. Who's dedicated to, or whatever, and list whatever. But 3 or 4 words of adjectives and descriptive things on each line. Just follow the pattern and you'll be great. Okay, that's pretty much how you do a bio poem, and I hope I look forward to reading them, and I want you to put a lot of effort into them because these are really pretty cool and can go and use a lot of your imagination and be very descriptive how you want to write. And anyway, that's a bio poem. I hope you have a great day. I hope you have a nice weekend. I miss you still so very much. And I hope to see you soon. So take care, everybody. Bye-bye.